What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's the final day of 2K23. We, after a long, nearly 2.5 year cycle, we say goodbye. So we're gonna roll with 2K23 one last time today. Tomorrow we've got 2K25, making sure that we've got our character and everything set up, and then Friday we're gonna get in like 7-8 hours worth of 2K25, and a new era begins. So, 2K3's done us well. It's been an enjoyable time. It's been a mechanical improvement over 2K21, and I'm hoping that 2K25, with all the things that we start to get with it, just from the designers, and hopefully as time goes on, at the moment, we're hopeful. At the moment, we're very hopeful. Obviously, it can always go either way. I hope that we maintain our level of enjoyment with it. Yeah, kind of crazy to think it finally comes to an end, and we'll, I believe, cross the 900-hour threshold. Yeah, we're at 898, so we'll hit the grand total 900 hours in 2K23. Excited for Friday, Lance? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Edward, welcome back. RIP 2K23. It lived a good life. It lived a good life. What's going on, Not? About to take just one more day, but we're still on Wednesday. Thursday, somewhere out there. Yeah, all the, everybody that's not East Coast gets it midnight local time. Oh, you know what? I gotta take that legendary ball off before I forget about it. Comes out East Coast midnight, but it's all relative, right? So it's the North America, South America region, so it's Eastern Standard Time midnight, but for Central it'll be 11 p.m. Friday. West Coast will be 9 p.m. Friday, so it'll be Thursday. It'll be Thursday for some people. Or did I say 11 p.m. Thursday, 9 p.m. Thursday? I don't know if I said it right the first time. So yeah, there will be some Thursday enjoyers. I'm sure there will also be the people that try and do stuff to change their region, and maybe can play when it's New Zealand midnight, which would be earlier on Thursday, but I don't quite know how all of that works, because I thought that you had regional stores. It's not just the time. Steam is maybe one that you can manipulate more easily. I don't know how the consoles are with that. Hey, good evening, Deuce. How we doing? Some pretty crazy news we got today, Deuce. I was not expecting that, but I guess never doubt Amatsu. 10th anniversary, actually doing something huge that's super user-friendly. It's gonna be so funny, all those talks that is these characters are free to play, and then new players come in after the anniversary and see all these videos and different things saying about free to play units, and they're like, I can't. How do I get this unit? It's oh, you had to be there. First Yankees game in 2 days? I can't say the last part about that, but I appreciate that you like the videos. I can't utter those words. Go Phils. Welcome back, Jim and Dana. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're starting to. I've seen some of the pictures and stuff. Yeah, people reporting to camp. 'Tis the season, I suppose. Although I always forget that it starts this early, because obviously it has to, with the season actually starting in what? Season start April, I think. such a long season. But we're in that like turnover period where baseball's starting up behind the scenes, hasn't quite started. We're just in hockey baseball season, which as a Philadelphia fan is not all that great this year. Watch baseball a lot. I keep up with, so I try and watch all of my Eagles and Penn State games for football. Just because that's an easier season to handle just in terms of number of games. Baseball, hockey, basketball, so Phillies, Flyers, Sixers. I'll keep up with the scores. Like I'll get my ESPN notifications. Yeah, I'll keep up with the scores. I'll try and keep up with the season. Maybe watch like some of the bigger games here or there. Yeah, for a few years I lived down around DC, so I was able to go to some Phillies games at the Nationals, but I'm not close to anything now, so probably won't go to many Phillies games. Unless I want to make the trek to Philadelphia or to Pittsburgh to see him play in one of those two stadiums. Loopers only? No. No, sir, Casey. Loopers only has been retired for 23. I'm not bringing it back for the farewell stream. I don't fully have a plan. I guess we'll play yeah, maybe we'll play some like TGC Elite or something, but you know, if we have a group of people that want to alt shot or play some sort of ranked alts or something, I'd be down for it. Tonight's kind of like a whatever we feel, you know, wherever the wind takes us. Yeah, maybe we hop in and we scramble again. No, I don't think we're gonna play scramble with randos. Just did it for the achievement. But I will say the person we played with last night was actually much better than expected. Play on Amethyst Ridge one last time, Mikey? Okay, we can do that. I don't know if I've played Amethyst Ridge since 21. Maybe very early 23. Are you going to keep its legacy alive? Are you going to port it to 25 and give it an update? Alright, swing actually feels pretty good. So let's go take a cruise on Elite maybe, and then we'll go from there. They didn't minus rep me? That's because I'm not on Steam. I don't think you can minus rep PlayStation, right? Starts March 18th, 2 games in Tokyo, Dodgers Cubs. For the rest of the teams, it's March 27th. I mean, I get trying to do the international. What was it, Dodgers Padres? That they started the season in Asia last year? Medium, moderate, very firm, fast. We've played this course before. This was a plat course at one point. But like I get them trying to make that jump. But definitely like a weird thing to the season. Because at the end of the day, those teams have to be ready a week and a half, you know, earlier than everybody else. Obviously it's equal because the two of them are still on limited time, but it's kind of a weird thing for the first two. Yeah, for the first 2 games of the season to just be in like this completely different schedule than everybody else. What's going on, the King? Welcome back. Doctor, what's going on? Make you mod? No. We've done this a long time. I think we're good on mods for a while. And at this point, it's probably just going to be people that have been around for years if I'm going to mod anybody. But appreciate the offer. Are we still playing 2K23, Naveen? Because 2K25 is not here yet. So we're doing one final 2K23 stream. Can only play the same 9 holes. Can only play the same 9 holes so many times. We'll play 2K25 tomorrow night, though. Don't you worry. And then it's full send. I just didn't want to get rolled back. I remember you, Naveen. Here a few days ago. You said you're from India, right? Gotta go to bed. All right, take it easy, King. I'll catch you later. You're hoping to port it, Mikey? With the change of the tools, there might be a lot of work needed to bring it to 2K25 standards. Well, yeah. Obviously, with the texture updates and, like, you know, seeing how the default green speeds and all of that stuff work out, there's definitely going to be work needed on any course, I think. I guess really just a matter of how you want to spend your time, right? You know, early on, there are going to be people that are going to want to just hop into the designer, but also have to balance that with just wanting to play the game. Wow, that snapped. I mean, to be fair, I didn't get down low and read it. Yo, what's going on, Chris? You're chitty? Word. Stymie Duck going streaking. Get in there. Get in there, Duck. 3 streams in a row. Fire me right up. Oh, I slowed that. Do fantasy baseball? Make sure you do your draft before March 18th. I think I've done 1 season of fantasy baseball ever. My 5th grade, now we're going way back. My 5th grade teacher, super into sports. And so he did fantasy leagues like with the class, like anybody that wanted to. So we did a fantasy football league. I think we had fantasy baseball, fantasy hockey even, I think got started. Although that one I don't think really kept on. We just got the low roll on that. Looks like 2K25 is going to be awesome, Russell. I hope so. I hope so. Obviously, there's some warranted skepticism, you know, for some things. But I think there's a lot of stuff to be excited about. You know, at least until we've played the game to really start, you know, getting our characters leveled and seeing how things play it at max. For longer durations, we used to play American football. Yeah, there was a stretch there where we were splitting our time between 2K23 and, you know, college football. I slowed that. It's not as bad as I thought, but I definitely didn't commit to that swing. I was trying to overpower it, get it to the fairway and down onto the green, but that was always going to be a tight squeeze. I aimed that so far to the right. That's some good spin back, though. You hope backspin works in 2K25, Grams? I mean, it should. I mean, I think it'll be very similar to this game, although from the little bit that we've been messing, it seems like the attack angle stuff behaves a little bit differently in that you can get spin by increasing it and decreasing it. It'll just kind of change your yardage and loft. So there'll definitely be some stuff to learn. But certainly we should have a good time with getting the spin going. I'm gonna play a giant cut with this 5-iron. Oh. It all feeds right, so like even hitting that fast should be fine. I just wanted to feed it around the back because it's too much of a downslope from the front. So I wanted to try and play it around the bowl. See what we could do with it. That's a fun shot. Might go out with a win hurt? I mean, we're playing elite. I'm not even trying to go out with a TGC win. What's up, Norman? You bought the deluxe game, used your PlayStation app to purchase it. Will the game automatically download to your console? If you bought it with the PlayStation app, I think if you're... So, I think mine pre-installed today. So I would check and see if yours is already pre-downloaded. I would assume that if you leave it in standby mode that there would be a chance that would already be there. But I didn't have to do anything for mine, but I also bought mine on the console, so. That win did jack. That win did jack. Pump for TGC Tours on 2K25. I'm curious to see where we'll end up. Because it's obviously going to be a combination of like how well we're playing and also how well others have adapted. I know there are some people who are, you know, fully adapted to the swing already, but, you know, it's very easy to miss and all of a sudden be way off and scrambling. So time will tell. You know, if we don't start in plat, I'm not going to be frustrated by that. You know, we qualified into elite in 2K23. It took me a little bit longer to come to grips with it, and then a few weeks later we got into plat and we never looked back. I want the Legend Edition, Naveen. It's going to be too easy, Edward. Yeah, that's... I understand where people are coming from with that. But I feel like we're just in the too early to tell kind of situation. No. Just didn't quite get far enough and just a touch too left. You're +2 on Pro, +5 on Master. I have gotten it down to 4 under once on Legend. And like 3 under on Master, but there's always so much variance. Like I still have also had rounds that are like right around even par or a little bit over. Obviously it's all on base character stuff, so it should get better naturally, and then as we get better, you know, but right now we're playing with no wind or anything, so like we can only really say so much about it, in my opinion. Is that good enough? I mean, good enough for what in particular? Yeah, I mean, that's all relative, and like I keep saying, like, it's very early. You know, if you're shooting that on the base character, theoretically, as you level things up, it should, you know, should get better for you. Yeah, those attribute points, getting more distance, right, is going to help lower scores. Having more distance with more forgiveness is a recipe for lower scores because you take lower clubs in, you've got more stick on approach shots, you've got more distance off the tee, so now you can attack more par fives. Like, a lot of stuff starts to come in as you get distance on your character. Yeah, what up, Snowda? Three-click player trying swing stick for the first time. I was a swing stick player trying three-click for the first time yesterday. I tried Legend three-click on this game. I shot 90. It was not simple. Distance doesn't matter for you, you just want the ball to go straight. I think there's a balance. If you want to, because it's a video game, so it is just that much more scoreable. So I think you do want to have some distance. At least on your driver. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how I balance things. Because it is a matter of personal comfort. Yeah, the more accurate you are, it's kind of like someone who plays with blades, right? Like, the more accurate you are, you can go for less forgiveness, you know, as a trade-off. Obviously, it's more punishing when you miss, but like, I play a very long bag in this game because we're pretty accurate, or at least overall have been pretty accurate with our ability to hit shots. So because of that, you know, I have a lot more wedges and more, or just more spin in general into greens, you know, naturally. So you're able to drop the ball in and stop it a lot easier. What's going on, Garrett? Just ordinary QI 35s. I'm still rocking my Tommy Armour Silver Scots. I keep telling myself I want to get better before I get new clubs, but at a certain point the itch is just gonna get too much to scratch, and I'm gonna have to get new clubs, or I'm just gonna want them too much. Problem is I just don't know what to get. Gotta head out. All right, take it easy, Doctor. Good to see you, man. Best round for you on 2K25 is 2 over. I mean, the thing is, like, that just gives you, you know, a big place to move up from. You know? That's the way I look at it, is like, you have such a ways that you will be able to go. You're hitting a 2015 Titleist driver, 2013 Titleist hybrid, so it was time. I've got my, what do I have? D2, the 910 D2 and H2. Putter's letting you down. I feel like the putter is unfortunately always more of a personal thing than equipment. Although, wow, that's mean. I guess equipment can be that one can be a bit of a toss-up. I do like my Odyssey White Hot. What's going on, Jimmy? You suck without the putt preview on 2K25? Gotta get good? I suck at putting, generally speaking. 913 hybrid, 915 driver. Yeah, I think if I'm gonna upgrade anything, I'll start with the irons and wedges. Because that's my driver hybrid, and then I have my iron and wedge set is Tommy Armour Silver Scott 9. What is it? 935S or something. I forget what the number is. They're old. They're old. You got Cleveland wedges. Yeah, the hardest thing for me with making an upgrade will just be the like what do I get? Because I'm so, I know of so many brands and different things, but we're so in between clubs. I have to take this 4-iron and just try and skip it onto the green. Oh, come on, go. Oh, it's just short. That is just short. So your putter's letting you down, Norman. What is the piece of it that's getting you? I know for me, the putting rhythm has been a tougher adjustment on 25. I find that generally speaking, if I have no vibration and if I have no thing that I'm, eyeing up or reacting to, it's a lot smoother. I struggle quite a bit if I'm going off the vibration. Like, I get real jerky and get like 8% overpowers. It sucks. Work in the golf business, you usually go with who's hooking you up. Yeah, I mean, if it's like kind of in that it's good enough and I'm getting a deal on it, then that's not a bad way to go. I mean, I bought all my clubs secondhand. Fortunately, I lived close enough to a second swing showroom when I first bought my clubs, so I was able to go in and get fit and get a whole bunch of clubs for, in a bag and stuff for not too bad, just to get started. Oh, I left it low. Get 50% off TaylorMade? Get in there. I guess I technically, because of a thing with my work, like health, wellness, fitness program, I guess I technically get 50% off to a certain extent. They have like a golf club purchases are eligible, but it's like up to $300 for the year at like 50%. So they'll pay up, it's like $50 a month up to $25, and you can spread the club purchase. So $600, I can get $300 back. But anything over that, I still just get $300 back. But it's still better than nothing. When the golf downloads, do you think the EA servers will overload? I think EA will be just fine. Nobody plays their game. 2K servers overloading. Yeah, there's definitely a chance of that. Either too much or not enough. Yeah, I think that's just dialing in, like getting that repetition and getting a feel for what the putt lengths are like and getting your smooth swing on it, because the default distance that they set seems to be pretty accurate. it's a little fast. Underhit it should help because I feel like it was long. It's still gonna be long. I just knew if I went with the 4-iron, like, there's no chance. Yeah, what up, Carpy? You're still up? How we doing, man? There we go. Play on Master, yeah, it's gonna be tight window. Playing on Master. I think the biggest thing is, I guess you would rather be a little bit over than a little bit short, just to at least give it a chance. But yeah, that's all gonna be repetition. Getting a better feel for how the greens play and how far the putter has to go back and just getting that nice smooth swing. Unfortunately, I don't know that there's any real, like, hack to it, so to speak. Did I give it too much D-loft, or does that hit the slope enough? That's not too bad. I'm doing well, Carpy. We're just, you know, like everybody else. I think regardless of if you're, like, super hyped for it or not, I think at this point everybody's just ready for it to be here. Yeah, we got the platinum trophy cleared off the checklist yesterday, and now we're just chilling. We'll probably play some, I don't know, we're gonna give Amethyst Ridge one last run for Mikey. Maybe we'll play some alts or some ranked duos or something if people want to play that. Just kind of have a finale, maybe we divot derby, who knows. Back when you could play golf, you got fitted for a 48-inch extra stiff whooping stick for your driver. Keep it straight was another thing. Yeah, if I get like 200 in the air, we 200, 220 on a good swing. But I also suck, and I'm sure I'm just never as good of contact as I should be getting. We go something like this, maybe. This is gonna have probably, if I had to guess, is gonna have some weird side spin. Oh, I underhit it. That's not too shabby. $220 is not bad. I don't know, man. It feels like I should be able to hit it way farther, just generally speaking. It's the type of thing, too, like, when I have the odd good swing, right? Like my 9-iron can go 135 or something, but it'll normally be like 110 to 115. It's just like, I suck at ball striking. Music sounds like Mass Effect. Oh man, I haven't played Mass Effect. We played the first one. How many years ago? Let's check the library. Mass Effect. February 1st, 2017. That was many streams ago. That was many, many, many streams ago. Yeah, we just got like a copyright-free synthwave playlist. I do enjoy me the synthwave as my like preferred chiller music. Like lo-fi and stuff is fine, but I like it to have a little bit, give me a little synth stab. Just give me a little bit of that. Hey, that's not too shabby. One off the lead there. Not bad at all. We even missed a medium putt. We even missed a medium putt on that stretch. What did people end up going for this tournament? Yeah, checks out. 51. That's a mighty round. That is a mighty round out there. 65. I mean, technically, we're on pace for 64. Yeah, just a slow start. We had 10 under on the back nine, 13 under in the last 12 holes. It's not bad. You know, score the par 5 to start, shake out the rust, and then just run it. And just absolutely run it. All right, so I'm looking. I could. It's just like that's awkward. Awkward timing of things. Okay, so I think we'll roll. I think we'll roll with slightly early break. We'll go with the slightly early hourly break. Appreciate you all being here. It's kind of hard to believe that 2K25 is actually, like, it's always felt like, oh, it's almost here, it's almost here. It is, like, actually almost here. We've been obviously playing the demo, we've had the demo in our hands for a little bit here, but, like, we play the demo one last time tomorrow, and then it's here Friday, and we are going to dive fully into it on Friday. So I just want to say thank you all for being here. I am looking forward to where things go. Hopefully it's a good time. As Carpy was saying, we were saying, it's a new golf game. So regardless of what our opinions are, I think some of the decisions could maybe affect longevity, depending on how they go. But for the near term and enjoying just like what the new game is and enjoying the offline, I think that's still going to be a lot of fun. The new courses that people make, I'm going to enjoy it. Everybody's going to find ways that they enjoy it. Maybe it's not the same as this game, but I think it can be very narrow-minded, or we can pigeonhole ourselves if we think there's only one way that we're going to enjoy a game. What up, Danny boy? Drops at midnight, so it should be a regional midnight drop. And what I mean by that is you have your different regions, so like New Zealand, Australia, Japan, UK. There's probably one other one somewhere over there, and then US. The UK one is off of British Standard Time, so I think that's like the Europe section is off of British Standard Time. North America, South America is going to be off of US East, so it should be midnight for those different regions, is what I'm trying to get at. I know it's kind of complex, but it'll be midnight EST, but like West Coast people will have it at 9 p.m. Thursday. I'm just saying there might be people that have access to the game Thursday EST because they're in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, because it's midnight Friday for them, which is 12, 14, 15 hours ahead. So just a little bit complex, but at the same time it's not midnight for whatever time zone you're in, which is why I try and preface it with that. Closer to New Zealand than you are USA, but you still have to wait until 2 p.m. on Friday. How to change your Steam to Australia. I'm a Flyer fan. I'm a Flyers fan, Grams. I don't follow the NHL like too closely, just as a whole. But I am I'm a Flyers guy. Yeah, I know you can change your region, Mikey. I forget exactly how you do that, but I know there's a way to change your region because I think it also then affects like in-game regional stuff. But I forget if it's in Steam settings or if it's something in the store. It's been a minute since I've looked into that stuff. Store preferences. I think the store preferences just show you. I'm trying to look on my end real quick to see if I could just like glance over and find it. But yeah, I'm sure if you look that up, you should be able to maybe get that changed around, see if the time changes for you. Because especially being over there, like it's a legitimate thing. What's going on, Richard? Pre-ordered the standard version because of finances, so I have to wait until the 28th. Yeah, hopefully, you know, get some enjoyment out of watching the different people playing the game during early access. Maybe learn some things so you don't make those same mistakes when you get your hands on it. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, if you can't afford it, you know, you shouldn't overspend on video games. That's not one of the more important things. So yeah, it's only a week. It'll still be a good time a week from now. Yeah, I'm originally from an hour north of Philly, Danny. Philly Burbs, born and raised. Gonna watch the Four Nation final on Thursday, Canada versus USA. First game was hardcore. I heard about that. What time is the game on Thursday? Four Nations. USA, Canada. 8 p.m. I will not be watching it. We'll be streaming. People have to give me updates on it as we stream then. Yeah, that's like I missed like TGL matches and stuff on Tuesday nights because they're on during stream. And I know that like football season will get weird with like Monday night, Thursday night games. You know, later in the year. So with the Eagles, we'll see. There's a chance that maybe we would cancel games. Maybe the Thursday night one co-stream if that's a thing that's allowed with the Prime games. I forget. It might be. What's going on, Keanu? Grew up in York but live in Old City? Okay. Yeah, I have some family out in York. I know the area a little bit. Up on a second monitor. I can't. I get too distracted. I'm the type of guy that, like, if I'm watching something for the first time, whether it be, I mean, especially sports, but a TV show or a movie, I can't passively watch it. I've got too much ADHD to it. Sometimes with streams and stuff, like, I can go in and out listening, but I end up, like, it's kind of just becomes like a background noise, and then suddenly my brain will like pick up on a sentence and whatever. I can't do it. I know some people will do that with streams. They'll stream and they'll have up a sporting event, or they'll have up another stream while they're streaming. If I'm streaming, I've got enough stuff going on with my monitor, with chat and OBS and alerts and the game. I'm focused here. You know, if chat gives me updates, great. But yeah, if we're playing golf, I'll be like this. It'll look like I'm looking at chat, but I'll just be like watching the game and then be like, oh, sorry. You know, get locked into like a 2-minute battle, you know, around the net. Not good. Not good. I'd try, but it would fail miserably, almost guaranteed. All right, guys. So stream is by no means done. We gotta take a quick break Again, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I'm very much so looking forward to the 2K25 official launch. I think it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be huge for us, huge for the community. If you have not already and you're enjoying, follow, like, subscribe on your respective viewing platform. And yeah, we're gonna roll like 3 minutes of ads here to make sure that nobody gets ads as they come in. So we're gonna take a break so nobody misses anything, and we'll be back in 3. And then we'll hop into some more golf. BRB. Keanu. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Curse you, Twitch. The timing was off. The countdown was a second ahead of what it actually was. Feels bad, man. All right, so let's rock some Amethyst Ridge, and then if we've got 3 other people, we can do some alt shots. If we've got somebody else, we can do some ranked duos or something. Change to New Zealand in the Steam profile settings. System's already set to Guam, Australia time. Mainly want to be able to start the download as early as possible because your internet is slow. 35 megs max. Yeah, I know that the pre-install stuff I think happened at least on consoles, because this showed up today. So I'm assuming it's downloaded. Because a day and 33 minutes, like that's Friday midnight, so that's playable time. That was fun playing Merced yesterday. That was a throwback. All right, let's see if I can remember how to spell amethyst. Amethyst. There it is. All right, Mikey. You got any settings for us? Got any settings for us? I'll probably roll with defaults. It's most, yeah, otherwise. Pick a random wind if we don't have anything. Leave it to me. All right, we'll go pin 3. We'll go defaults, and then we'll just go on the rando here. All right, we're going south winds. Just the way Mikey intended. Just the way he intended. All right, we got 10-mile-an-hour winds here. Oh man, it takes me back. I'm just thinking, Mikey, like this course always felt like it had such a pop in terms of the color. Especially on certain holes. I feel like with it being way brightened up and being able to manipulate like the sun positions and stuff, you can probably get some pretty cinematic and beautiful shots out of it. I think that's going to be a real big thing, like the course design screenshots. Like hopefully the lighting helps with the realism when screenshots are taken. I don't know if it's just because we're not doing anything serious today, or if it's just so cold out that it's not as hot in here, but our ball striking has naturally just been so much better today for whatever reason. All the grass in purple. Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. I think that just comes with any course. Yeah, you can do a lot to the course in terms of design and sculpting, but like those finishing touches of all the aesthetic stuff. I forgot that you had such slow green speeds on this, because I feel like they always cranked them up pretty fast in 21. Like it was always like a very fast, very fast sort of green. Ooh, pin 3 is back. I might have to go driver off the deck. I was trying to think about it today for 25, and I think maybe we'll save it for stream to try and like, as part of our like prep stream, is like build planning, like how we wanna maybe tackle the routing. Because you can get driver off the deck, but it has to be, I feel like driver off the deck has to be such like a low priority thing because of how frequently it shows up, but I don't know, man. Like I want to have it available, and if I have it available, I'm going to want it upgraded so I can hit it, so it just becomes this predicament to try and figure out. I feel like I want to take this. Feel like I want to take this. Give it a little something something. Oh no. Oh no. Did not hit that one well. Did not hit that one well. Hit it so fast. Yeah, I got low rolled on it. All right, maybe we can make birdie from downtown. Okay, that's a save. Put it down to the moderate because 2K23 started out tough on the greens. Yeah, I know that you'd have to make changes to courses in order to better suit it. Just generally speaking, I remember certain courses, it felt like, and maybe it was probably a combination of greens just not being designed to actually handle the very fast in this game, but also just being unfamiliar with it. I remember just de-greening so many putts. Like, it just felt like, I feel like we had like a B101 course or a Q course or something very early on Plat in 2K23, and I, for the life of me, like, could not putt my way around there. Like, it was just so slick. You'd feel like you're tapping the ball and it just runs on you. It just goes and goes and goes. Hoping for a dev diary featuring the designer. The designer is like this weird thing that I feel like there's like a whole world of people that aren't golfers that would buy the game solely to design golf courses that could be played by other people. And the advertising for it is so minimal, and it's like the dev diary for the designer is basically whatever info Canuck gathered during his preview time, you know, and made a video on. Like, it's just this really kind of weird thing. And it's the same thing every year, or every game cycle. They drop updates to it, but it's always just this weird thing that it's gonna stay out to the side. That was not a good swing plane at all. It's just always this weird thing that, like, they have this great other part to the product that yeah, they don't make major improvements necessarily during a game cycle. It's more like just the designer like packs. But you know, it seems like they're continuing to work at it, like they're not leaving it to just die entirely. But then they like never advertise it. I don't know, it's always so odd to me. What's going on, Thomas? Know if there's a limit to Evo and clubs during season 1? Seems like so many tiers. Hope it doesn't go past plus 10 boosts. I think there is. I don't know what that cap is out the gate. I know that they've shown images of like 10 of them or something like that. So maybe you can Evo it like 4 or 5 times in season 1 as the seasons come out, you get more. I don't know if it's going to be plus 2 to start for the different tiers and then start going to +1 extra or something like that. But for now, yeah, it should be capped. I just don't know exactly how high that cap is. Yeah, maybe it's +8 or something like that. That looked like it was cooking, but it only finished 4 feet past the hole. To B101's tutorials, yeah, B101, I know B101 and Canuck do a lot in that space in terms of tutorials. I'm sure there are some others, but I am not, and I don't try to act like I am well versed in course design land. Oh, you think there's going to be a dev diary after launch map? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Ah, man. That's a good chip. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the type of thing that we don't know, you know, the behind the scenes. You know, were they planning on releasing more than one dev diary per week? Were they planning on releasing the first dev diary like earlier? Yeah, that first dev diary was really long and had a lot of stuff in it. And then the ones that we've had since have been pretty small. You know, some like 5-minute videos. Which makes you wonder, like with the 5-minute videos, did they plan to release those more frequently? That was a pretty nasty first bounce. I thought with it being a pitching wedge, I mean, I guess wind behind there, but it must have caught the downslope. Just taking like a real nasty sort of kick there. Good touch. Didn't get it left enough. Well, and I guess technically they could still have a dev diary during early access, right? Like we could get one next week and that would technically still be classified as like pre-launch. You know, it might not necessarily feel that way because we're already going to be playing it, but oh, I underhit it. That's not great. Oh, I got enough revolutions on the fairway, I think, to slow it a good bit. Nope. Picked up on a ridge. Yeah, that's that there's a tough one. There's always a tough one, Mikey. Like right now for 2K25, I'm not thinking that lag putt is gonna be all that useful. I really am thinking that we're gonna end up having like sim builds and stuff. Really thinking that I'm gonna have to build separate characters out for True Sim, especially because the Greens Reader perk is gonna be irrelevant. Possible Ben Andre have had access this week, so they're yeah. All the next makers will start to have more videos coming tomorrow. I guess the next makers have been able to have like early access and like the ability to put out videos, you know, right when they release stuff with some extra info. But as far as just like free reign videos about the rest of the game, they're embargoed until what, 6 a.m. tomorrow? Alright, so my question for you all is, should I watch and be gathering info, or should I stay away from it? I feel like I'm in this kind of conflicted spot where like I want to have as much info as possible because a lot of questions are going to be asked. I want to be in the know, but then there's the other part of me that like, yeah, you kind of want to figure things out on your own. It's not quite like a backseat game situation. But I'm a bit unsure as to what to do, because there's going to be lots of content going around tomorrow. I feel like I'm going to have to watch it because we're going to stream tomorrow night. I feel like if I wasn't streaming tomorrow night, and we were just going to show up on Friday, that would be a lot less to have to contend with in the head. So yeah, I don't know how much of that info I will consume. But I think it's probably a reasonable thing for me to watch some of the next makers play the game tomorrow. During the day, and then we'll stream at night, play the demo, get ourselves prepped and ready. And then just tuck away pieces of information, whether it be for answering questions or just for knowing for myself. You know, save myself a little bit of hassle in certain areas, potentially. Oh, I like that. Come on, get up. Pretty good. Content for noobs is the way to go, and then something for the long timers showing the cool stuff. I mean, I feel like the cool stuff is normally just the skill part of the game, right? Yeah, what's going on, Pseudo? Little proximité. Yeah, for whatever reason, our swing is, feels like leagues better today than it has been. Mikey hitting us again with the, alright, D off the D if you want to get it back there. Because otherwise you're here with the 3 wood and it's not going to climb. Unless you overpower. It's a pretty good lie, though. It's a pretty good lie, though. I did it again. Both par 5s, Mikey. Both par 5s. I know, but not all par 5s are... Not all par 5s are stretched. There's a good number of par 5s that we've played where you can get in and under driver. That held interestingly straight. Yeah, stretch it out. Well, the elevation is kind of part of the stretch, right? Oh, this hole. This was always like the how good are you at calculating wind and elevation? Which I appreciate holes like this because it separates out people that are just good at point and shoot but have no concept. That's why I like Top of the Rock. Unpopular opinion. You know, to me, Top of the Rock has an added level to it where you like actually have to know how elevation and wind works if you want to hit your shots close. Fortunately, physics aren't going to change, so we should be able to figure that stuff out in 25. Yeah, it'll be definitely a matter of execution. Hopefully you'll be able to type it a few times next week, Pseudo. I think we'll still hit some proximity shots. Yeah, it's not going to be in large quantity until we get our characters upgraded. And also just playing on Legend probably won't see much, because I think I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do career mode and everything on like Legend Swing with the difficulty increased for the computer. I tried to squeeze the 5 up here. I knew that was a tight maneuver. Could have gone 4 and played it out the back, but these shots aren't typically too bad. It's on 134s. Maybe we give it a little bit of rollout. That's one thing that we're gonna have to learn a little bit more, is how to let your shots roll out on the splashes. Didn't have to go pin 1 tucked in the front. I will say, I think with how unforgiving some stuff is, I think it will change the way that, at least in certain situations, I approach shots. You know, and value where you are, because there are some times where it's just like, yeah, I can go and be greenside and I can just get up and down, right? Because the ability to flop or what have you, you know, is so great. But like right now, I am a horrendous flopper in 25. So like that's a shot that I do not want any parts of. Carried it a little bit long. Oh. Just overhit it. Just overhit it. Yeah, I think, Mikey, anybody that is a fade bias is at an advantage. Because flop as it stands and super flop, I'm sure, will be the same way. Right, flopping's tough IRL, but I'm just saying fade bias has to have the upper hand. because you already are swinging from that same direction. Like, personally, you know, I've been playing draw bias. Draw bias just suits my natural swing a lot better. Dang, I stayed left. But, you know, I have to switch and go from right to left all of a sudden instead of left to right. Forgot this is a par 5 too. So like on US Open conditions, you would you convert some of the par 5s to par 4s, drop the par down. Fade bias, but you golf left-handed. Okay. I was thinking about stupid stuff like that. I think it would mess with my head too much. But I've definitely thought about, like, what if you flipped your golfer and played fade bias, which would be like the draw bias, and then you could flop easier. Seems like a glitch. Why should flop be opposite for a draw? Because you don't really draw a flop shot, right? I mean, with that flop shot, you're opening the club face and you're trying to get loft on it. A draw is technically closing that face a bit, I'm assuming is the logic for it. Now, I guess what I'm wondering is something like the Stinger, because we haven't seen that yet, is something like the Stinger going to have like a bigger, like, is it going to push even a fade bias to like a draw bias? Because you're closing the face to hit it lower. So like, there's some stuff like that that'll be interesting to see. What's going on, Beans? Want to run a 2v2? Do we have people from chat? You can draw a 15-yard lob wedge chip? Yeah, but that's a chip shot. That's a chip shot. Oh, you're righty that golfs and bats left-handed. So you're like Phil. You're like Phil Mikey. I mean, I was gonna try and run competitive duos or something if we had people. Not like Phil, isn't he right-handed that golf's lefty? Right? Am I going crazy? Not like Phil? Oh. just kind of like. Phil only gambles right. Golfs with the left, bets with the right. It's called efficiency. 2K25 stream Team Canada versus Team USA hockey party. Nah, we can't stream sports games and stuff. Spinner for a specific archetype, can't remember. Gonna be a highly used shot. I believe that spinner is not archetype specific, because I think you have runner, spinner, and then knockdown for the sculptor one, which is I think approach. I think sculptor, or I think stinger. No, power drive. Power drive is powerhouse. Knockdown is sculptor. Technician is pick. The greens reader is greensman. And what's the magician one? Magician, is that recovery? think those are the like level 85. Oh, Beans, we can play ranked duos if you want to join in. I'll put it into chat because I'm probably covering it. And I don't feel like moving myself. You pick Greenskeeper because you're struggling with playing Richard. I think it's gonna be. I'm trying to figure out how I want to start. If I want to start with Sculptor or Technician, I think it's gonna be Sculptor or Technician to start for me. I'm gonna want to get Technician to 85 for the pick, and I'm gonna want to get Greenskeeper to 85 for the green reading ability, because you can level anything else up. I don't think we need Power Drive. I don't think we need Power Drive anytime really in. And no problem, Mikey. Always a good revisit. Yeah, Magician's the recovery. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end up working through like the tee shot. I think I'm gonna skip all of the punch shot. There's nothing that incentivizes me at this moment in time. Just going off of 23 knowledge. Maybe my opinions will shift as we play 25, and situationally maybe the punch shot becomes better. I just didn't really have spots in 23 where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take the punch. Like, I ended up just taking a higher club. What's going on, Baraxis? Why farewell? Is there a new one? 2K25 demo is out. 2K25 official launch is next Friday. Early access launch is this Friday. So this is gonna be our last 2K23 stream. We're gonna play the demo one last time tomorrow, and then yeah, we're gonna rock and roll with like 7-8 hours of 2K25 on Friday. Spinner's the level 85 for Sculptor? I think Spinner is 75 or 80. I think Spinner is 75 or 80. Because I think the Sculptor one... I think that's the knockdown. I think 85 is the knockdown. Because it's like the right-hand tree, if my memory serves me correct, is runner at 70. Is it runner 70, spinner 75, or runner 75, spinner 70, or 80? And then I think 85 for knockdown. So I think you get, because the runner and the spinner are both pitch shot variants. Nobody wants to play with us, Beans. Try it again. Come on, just give us a duo. I guess it was probably it looked like it found a single. Couldn't find another single. Oh, I saw 4 briefly. Come on. Show me something, 2K. Alright, we're going to East Lake. Limited Hawk. That's a big fella right there. You've already uninstalled 23, Danny? I don't know. I'll probably keep 23 installed just in case I want to go back and do some sort of like 23, 25 comparison videos for anything. But outside of that, I definitely won't be launching 23, I don't think. Unless something drastic happens. But I think to go back to 23, you would almost have to have just like a giant resurgence. I want to turn the fade back on. which was hilarious yesterday. We had Fade on for the setup feedback, and we started playing Legend 3-click, and I started to press it down, and the meter just faded away on me. And I'm like, I don't freaking know where these things are. I don't know what my timing is. I can't just do it blind. That was not good. So funny though. But yeah, I think we'll be able to, I think we're gonna have some content with regular swing stick. I think we're gonna do, at least this is in my head, challenges, course playthroughs, 3-click, True Sim. Yeah, maybe do some like combination videos. You know, 2 birds, 1 stone sort of deal. But in my head, zombie. No, in my head, like, I think we're gonna have a good amount of stuff we'll be able to do. I put spin on it, yeah. Hit it a little slow. What up, Vandy? Is this actually ranked? Yeah, man. We gotta hit all the stops. We played Elite, because I didn't want to have it show up on Plat and then count. So we played Elite, you know, and then we played Amethyst Ridge. You know, we went and revisited a Memento Mikey course from 21. And now we're playing ranked. Maybe we're gonna play some. Maybe we'll play some Divot Derby after the next break. You know, we gotta hit all the stops. We gotta hit all the stops. Choke the putt. It's okay, Beans. You're just gonna carry us the rest of the way. Yeah, you gotta do the old streamer carry. I'm just here for the ride. So what, I'm gonna be on the tee shot here. 216 down 10. So what, I'm gonna take like a 6 iron? 7? 7 iron maybe? It's 196, 202, 212. Oh, I did end up playing the push there. Wait, what Is the wind gonna do the thing where it drops like 5 miles an hour or something? Why was that so short? Was the wind just that day? I don't know, that was weird. That was really weird. I don't know why that was so far off the mark. It's funny, I never know when it comes to playing on pro if I should aim for the miss or not. I forget that he's like his 110s, because if you try and play it with much higher than 110s, it is bad. But like the game glitches a lot. No, there's nothing. The distance being off isn't a glitch, but I'm just trying to figure out where my misjudgment was. The only thing that can get a little bit funky, like I said, is like the wind that it shows on your screen is not quite what matches on the server. It's not a big deal though. Is that the Christmas ornament golf ball? I've been really liking the subtle touches of 2K25. Like some of the golfer animations. An absolute bomb. Like the club twirl, like when they putt and they start to walk because they feel like it might go in. Yeah, I've been enjoying those little touches to it quite a bit. Because it just adds, I don't know, adds a little bit more life to it, a little bit more color. The Hurt EA Golf guys are gonna get this? I don't know, man. There's this weird crowd of people that seem to think that a golf game can't be a golf game if it doesn't have Augusta. Like, that was the biggest selling point for EA Golf. And like, it's great to have that, sure. But there's more to golf games than Augusta. I think there'll be people that try it out. I think there'll be a lot of people watching in the chat. You know, I think there are a lot of people that are hyped for it and are gonna get it right at launch. I think there are also a lot of people that are gonna kind of wait in the shadows and, you know, watch and see. Ooh, now's our chance. There you go. There you go, Beans. What's going on, Skirt Perp? Because it's so inaccessible IRL? I guess that's a fair point, but I would also counter it a little bit with of the courses on the tour and in majors and stuff. How many does the average golfer actually ever play? You know, maybe they do get to a few of them, but you know, those courses are so spread around the country and very expensive that I think I don't know. I love Augusta, but it's the type of thing that, like, it's really cool the first couple of times. I'm not like, yeah, let's play Augusta every week in the game. You know, so like I do enjoy playing it and it's nice to see it in the game, but I don't know, there's just enough value elsewhere, and with the course designer and everything. Got Firethorn, yeah, there will be recreations that will come and go, obviously, because they will get taken down for copyright infringement, but there will be some playable stuff in 25, I'm sure, and I'm sure it'll look great. It's just a matter of how long it survive, you know, behind the scenes, so to speak. Not nearly as annoying meme-like as the reactions in 23. Yeah, like the big, overtly dramatic. I mean, because I think they said they integrated like a system where the announcers and things, like the result of the shot is known in real time, so they can, or is known like immediately, so they're able to just show a true reaction right from the get-go and not kind of have to guess and figure it out. Almost saved it. Almost saved it. You're afraid Butthurt would get censored? Let's see if it goes through. No, you're good. You're good. I know that some things will get picked up on. I don't have the same comfort in bot moderation and stuff with YouTube as I do with Twitch, so I do have it set up to filter some stuff, but I think so long as you're not throwing around anything that's maybe like a harder swear, potentially taken as like a racial thing, you should be fine. Shot 1 under on 2K25 on Master. Very nice, Norman. Get in there. And no worries, Beans. I'm not too worried about it. I think Norman's on that multitask grind. Watching the stream and grinding the demo. Alright, so we got 141 in with the wind. I have to probably take some off of my gap wedge. Put a little loft on it. Call it good. Yeah, I'm very much so interested. Obviously in the courses that they have for us, and like as the game goes along, what courses they will add into the fray. Right? Like all that stuff is going to be very interesting. I want to see what the designers come up with. I want to see what the designers come up with. I think with new assets and new tools available, I think we're going to get some really nice stuff. And then I know they're saying when St. Andrews comes around, they're kind of hinting at pot bunkers being added to the designer. Because once that happens, we're going to get a slew of some really great open style courses. Yeah, I think there'll be, the first round may be a little rougher than some later one, the later batches of courses that come out, but I think we're going to get some really nice links golf courses once the pot bunkers come about. And this shot, I feel like I'm in the water so often. We'll see what they do. But I remember every time that we played this on True Sim, I felt like I ended up in the water at least one round. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. Hit it a little fast. Left ourselves a little bit more out to the left. I just didn't want to take it on too much and miss it to the right, because that's going to put you in the water. You think the wind is going to be much more difficult to adjust to this year? I think the wind is going to be more punishing this year, but I think the wind... Get in there, Beans. Nice putt. I don't know. I think physics-wise, like the wind, the reads and stuff that we make is going to be the same. I think mishits are going to... Big miss. Big miss by them. Nice. All square. Trying to gather my thoughts. I think wind is, like, physics-wise, is going to play the same. I think input-wise, the wind is going to hurt a lot if you miss your contact. Right? If you get a big contact miss in the same direction of the wind, it's gonna destroy the shot. I think that's gonna be probably the hardest part about wind. I think the other thing that's gonna be a little bit hard is getting wind reads. Right now, the wind meter, like the arrow itself, is so close, or is big enough that it goes down a good ways into it, so you can use some reference points, right? Like you can use the tip of the bottom sideways and get like a bunch of different reference points, and then only have to really make your guesstimations from like 0 to 12. But the wind meter, the arrow is smaller in 25 and like higher up. Maybe it's at the same height, but it's smaller, so you can't get the same exactness of your reads. So for me, that'll make wind reads a little bit tougher. I'm sure we'll do fine with it. Just understanding, what halfway looks like and that sort of thing, but we'll make it a little bit tougher. All right, let's see what they do with this thing. We're trying to close that gap on them a little bit. Got it back to all square. Question becomes, can we go ahead? Okay, they left it a little deep. Now's our opportunity. I'm gonna punch it through a little bit. What's not a good time to hit the fast. Not a good time to hit the fast. I was so worried about my power that I got up to the top and I came down on it a little aggressively. I was worried about under hitting it with that wind, but I think it would have been pretty good. Oh man, lipped out again. Man, oh man, oh man. Also, can we just note for a second that with the ball that Beans has on, what a putt. Back to back. We get the clutch putts and they lip out and the script has been flipped. But Beans has the extra power and the reduced roll. 102 green speeds. Have you ever in your life seen anything like it? Oh, wow, that really hung out there. Dang, I'm sorry about that. I tried to draw it back in, but I did not get enough draw, and that just could have laid it back a little bit and taken 3-wood, but thought that was going to be a lot cleaner, to be fair. Well, better than theirs, though. Better than theirs. And in match play, that's all that matters. It's not about having necessarily a great shot. It's just continue to put yourself in a better position. Make it happen. Oh, that's just a little bit short there, Hawk. Just a wee bit short. Just gotta get this on the green. Just gotta get this on the green. I really hope this isn't actually a 102 club. I don't know what the numbers are. What are the odds that they fix this in 2K25 where it actually shows you what shot the other person is taking? Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. We've got a 2-putt. They gotta go up and down. It's not as bad as PGA West. Tough bunker, but not as bad. Wish I could change my camera. I want to like peek up at the green. You hit the hill, it's all right. I put you out in the rough there, so that takes away a lot of control. Ooh. Ooh. All right, what can we do? Little left to right. My word. My word, 110 greens have some serious overpower there. 'Cause it's not like I missed it by much. And the thing is, if that's hit on the right power, it probably actually breaks back towards the hole. But up the hill on... up the hill on that 2 feet, they added so much extra power to the default. I forgot how bad the default power was for the screen speed. All right, we just gotta get push or better on this hole. Push or better to wrap it up. Which theoretically should just be like make birdie. I mean, if they make eagle, good on them. Uh-oh. Popeye's a little too strong. Too many beans. Alright, but let's see what they do. See what they do. 221. Depends on where on the green the pin is. We're in the heavy rough though, so we're probably looking at like... Oh man. Pin's back there. It's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. Downhill lie. I mean, winds at the back, you'll probably... I will probably be able to take my 4-iron with some backspin. I think if we get 4-iron with backspin, we might have a chance at getting it up there. Not gonna be easy. Also, they're aimed left. That was left always, unless they hit a slow. All right, let's see here. 225, 205. Yeah, I mean, I think we just have to go full backspin and play it out to the right. That, my friends, is as low of a roll as you can get. 90 was the high end. That came out... That must have come out 78. That must have come out 78. And I guess been so downhill. I don't know if I lofted that, if it... How much better it would have been. Because I would have lost distance on the loft. I really thought that was going to go a lot better, though. Not gonna lie. Alright, we still got a putt. They gotta chip out of this. But shouldn't be too bad. It's nothing too crazy once you get up there. Again, they're aimed to the left unless they change it. Alright, come on. Let's close it out. Bang. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Good comeback. Good comeback. Hey, thanks, Beans. We have been known to be, I mean, I'm not one of the, it's kind of like a weird thing. Because from my perspective, I am not one of the best. But technically speaking, I am one of the best. It's an odd perspective. We play in TGC Tours. If you're not familiar, it's got a couple thousand people to it. We've lived in the world rank like 20 to 40 for most of our career. So like in my head, the best players are like at 1 through 5, 1 through 10, you know. But when you're talking percentages, we're up there. I just don't play ranked, so I have no rank in solo or duo. So whenever I play it, I'm kind of an unfair matchup because they always try and match me up with the lower ranks, and it's like, by the way, we're a lot better than we let on. No, they're unranked. Well, yes, but all right. So this might be a dumb idea. This might be a dumb idea. I think when we come back, we're gonna play Divot Derby. So I'm gonna open this. We're gonna try and see if we can get into a match. If other people want to try and get into a match, we'll go for it. But we gotta take a quick break here to kill off ads. Ads are gonna roll, so we take a break so nobody misses anything. So I want to say thank you all for being here, for hanging out, for 2K23 being great. We got a little bit of golf left this stream, 2K25 demo tomorrow, and then full head of steam into Friday. So be sure to follow and sub. Those things all help me out immensely, but also help you guys to not miss anything. And yeah, so we're gonna roll the ads. We'll be back in like 3 minutes. And I'll see you then. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Alright, that one was... The timer was synced up a little bit better on my end this time around. Alright, so the real question. Will we find real players? Will we find real players? We're gonna try and run some Divot Derby. Maybe when 2K25 is popping, Divot Derby will actually be a thing. I know some streamers, I think Seamount runs Divot Derby lobbies. We don't have quite the audience size to just try and get lobbies together ourselves, but we're gonna try and queue into it. We're gonna try and see if there's some real people out there. Does not seem like my game type, Lucas. It is absolutely not. No. This is this forces my brain to actually have to process things a lot faster. I guess on the fortunate side, there's not much, not too crazy of anything going on in terms of like the wind and elevation to calculate. So it's like just, I know some people get good at just like hitting partial shots. I still will do my little shot shapes and stuff. My goal is to spend a tiny bit of time getting it perfect and then execute it so I'm close and have a short putt. I know that's not really ideal. Yeah, Duck got in. We got actually, do we have a real lobby? Do people actually Divot Derby? What is happening? What is happening right now? Do we have like 13 out of 20? Like, do we actually have like a partially full lobby? I was expecting it to be like 3 people and 17 bots and then lose out to a bot. That was kind of how I was expecting this to go. But if we actually have real people, especially people from stream, could be a fun time. Oh man, look at that. Real golf course. Just imagine it not being single digits to teen weather out there. It is kind of funny because I moved Virginia. I've had it where I've been to the driving range on like New Year's Day and stuff. I shot it too far, knucklehead. It feels weird because I can't fast forward it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not great. Alright, we're gonna have to be faster. I know, Lucas, I'm gonna have to just take partial shots, aren't I? I'm gonna just have to suck it up and take the partial shots. Alright, pull it left. Play the wind. See wind, pull shot. Is that what we're gonna have to do? Just yank the joystick instead of aiming? Oh, it's this freaking hole. I'm glad we played it as long as we did. That'll be better. Yeah, the Mario Golf speedruns. Easy. Now just imagine this. I guess the tempo, it's gonna be a weird thing because the tempo is gonna be so much less meaningful in the new game. You're gonna want to shank your shots to play the win, but you want to hit your contacts still. It's gonna be... Divot Derby is gonna be interesting in the new game. It's gonna be very, very interesting. If it works. What do you think is not going to work? I guess is my question. What do you think is not going to work? You're saying like the servers? Uh-oh, somebody's in the rough. I'm probably way short now. I tried to shape it. We're on the green, that's all that matters. And a ball that doesn't roll out is a good ball. A ball that doesn't roll out is a good ball. Have we peaked too soon? Have we peaked too soon is the question. After the Derby games you've played this game, doesn't load in, one player leaves, kicks the whole lobby, or just freezes in general? Oh, I didn't realize that there were... I've only played a handful of Divid Derby games outside of this one, so I can't say I'm super familiar, and I haven't really watched anybody play in it. Uh-oh. I slowed it. It's okay. The little bit of time I spent to adjust the shot will be worth it. With this alone. Maybe they improved it over the months you haven't played in about a year. Maybe. Or maybe just that many less people play it and it inherently is more stable. I don't know. Whoa. What? Anybody see the one ball in the background go through the trees, like well past the green? Here it comes back. I don't know who that is, but they are definitely out. Ball is still rolling. Off the green it goes. What happened? What happened to them? Was that Tony? Was that the AI player? Oh no, I can't see. Okay. I needed to make sure there was fairway. I don't know the course well enough. People taking woods? What's happening here? Why was I able to delay and still go so much further? Uh-oh, still far. Hit the pin? Just dunk. We'll take it. Uh-oh. I didn't hit it firm enough. Missed it low. How many people do they knock out per round? Is it like 3? 20-person lobby, you knock out 3 per round. It's like 7. Maybe like 7 holes? Maybe they do less than that. Maybe it's like 3 in the beginning and then 2. No, it looks like they're knocking out like 1 person per round. Does Divot Derby go 1 per round? How does this work? You don't play 18. Look at that swing path trying to force the swing to the right. Skills. I may have overcooked it. Too good of a lie. Too good of a lie. The 3-wood was gonna be short. The 3-wood was gonna be short. It's just so much downhill. Oh no, go, 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 go. Hammer it home. Okay. That's getting close. That's getting close. Alright, now's where it's real dangerous of us getting knocked out. Now's where it's real dangerous. Oh, oh, can you imagine? Stole it from somebody. Somebody left their ball right up in front. I don't like how much this makes me like try and process the numbers real fast. I'm like, uphill, this wind, I think it's this club. No, duck got knocked. Rip. Stuck behind the grandstand? Oh no. Not behind the grandstand. Come on, stay in the fairway. That kicks left, doesn't it? Get down, get down, get down. That'll work. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're in. We're in, we're in, we're in. Alright, 1v1 against Corn Sipper. Can we clutch it out, though? That's the real question. Can we clutch it out? Alright, we got our tee shot off just before them. It looked like they lost their ball out to the right. I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping that gives us advantage here. Nice drive. Uh-oh. They're on the green. That's not good for us. We're gonna have to make this. I'm the best. All right. Well, I think we have to retire from Divot Derby with that, right? I think we have to retire from Divot Derby with that. I gotta go out on a win. Gotta go out on a win. Ugh. That was good. That was good. What up, Jeremy? Can't wait for 2K25. You're gonna be playing Sculpture. I'm between Sculptor and Technician, I think, to start. I think I'll end up probably having multiple builds as time goes on. But I think I'm gonna have Sculptor or Technician as a base. And then try and get the power and forgivenesses built up. I'm not quite sure how yet. And then we'll definitely have to focus, I think, on Sculptor, Technician, and Greenskeeper for their abilities. I gotta see how forgiving or unforgiving the power drive is. because we'll probably have to go build through the powerhouse to get that. But yeah, I think technician or sculptor to get like the main bit going is gonna be probably how I go. Oh man, that gets the juices flowing. It's such a goofy game mode, but yeah, trying to win under pressure there and be quick gets the heart rate going a little bit. Feels good to sink that putt. The breaking putt camera in 25 makes the camera move if your golfer blocks the view. Yeah, that is new, because that's one thing. That's one thing that happens way too much in 23. Because let me see, you should be able, I think when you go to the training mode, also, if it stays the same way as the demo, it's nice that in 2K25, when you click on training, it tries to take you, it takes you to this menu where you can like pick what you want to do. I don't know. What's the button? Yeah, there it is. Let me see here. Because there's like a certain range of putts, like, I guess I need to be closer. It's like kind of that 10 foot range. But like this. Right, and it just, you never see it. It's even worse when you're, trying to do like a breaking putt or something from 10 feet out, right? Put yourself somewhere like this, right? And it's just like, it has just a little bit of break or something, and you can't see it go. It's always annoying. Turn the wind off in training in the range. Yeah, turning the wind off in training in the range is gonna be a very nice thing. I still think I'm gonna make my own practice facility. What up, Dean? Why'd you never know that you could do this in 23? Probably because it's like super buried, right? Like when you go, because when you go in, it just always takes you to the driving range. But I think 21 had this too. I think 21 had it as well, where it loads you into the driving range, but if you go down to practice, you can select if you want to go to the chipping practice or putting practice. And then if you press circle or B, depending on what controller, that brings up this where you can move the ball around. So it's like, oh, say you want to do chips from the fairway and not from the rough, and you're just trying to get a thing, you can put it over here. And then if you want to stay on it and just do the same shot over and over again and test different things with it, you can, you can auto mulligan. So it'll just bring me back here. You can run the same thing back over and over until you pull one out. Yeah, it's like a super buried thing. The funny thing though is you actually have access to like drop on any piece of golf course. So even though it's 700 yards away, I can move myself over here if I wanted to. You can switch to different types of practice. No idea you can move your ball. Thought that was new in 25. No, I think it was even in 21. Honestly, it could be in some of the older TGC games. I just didn't play those. I'm realizing that this flag bug is actually in 23 as well. This is carried over to 25. The flag icon is just moving around with it. It didn't clear. I also think, yeah, if you hit, and then if you go to this mode, this probably is in 25 as well. So you hit circle, right, to bring this up. If you hit right bumper, notice how it changed the green. Left bumper, right bumper, Looks like there are 3 different greens that are available. You've got this one out here, this one here, and this one here. So you can give yourself quite a few different situations. You can move both your character and also move the green. You can see there was a little bit of delay, but it changed from 200 yards to 30. You know, and then you can say, oh, well, I want to practice my partial pitches or something from a downhill lie. I think I'm still going to make a practice facility. Just personally. Because even though the range has the wind toggle, the range is not fully flat. So it's a little bit annoying to get exact yardage stuff and test things with lines and deviations. So like I'll probably still make our own practice ground, but pick the exact location of the bump and run in 25. Can manually move around the range. There you go, Lucas. I'm just teaching you things that I guess I knew and didn't realize that most people didn't know. Hey, take it easy, Duck. Thanks for hanging out. GG's on the Divot Derby. Yeah, like I will remake this course again in 25. For those that are like, what the heck is this? This is my practice range. So basically, I know what dead straight is. And I'm able to rewind shots and set green speeds and set winds and just test things out. Right? So like I can go in here and go, okay, if I hit a perfect shot with an intentional block to the right, and that one actually, but that just shows you how fine the margin is. That's considered a perfect straight line swing. If I miss it like a pixel or 2 more to the right, it's gonna jump like 6-7 yards to the right. But you can see that's how predictable it is when you miss like that and what the margins are. Hence why I've complained about how the game treats that. But yeah, able to do wind testing, because the biggest thing is after every shot you can just rewind it. But if I wanted to go and test very high winds and how they play on a headwind or something, right, or how they play sideways, never like, oh, 17-mile-an-hour wind, oh, if I played it out here, obviously I know that I well over aim that, but just conceptually, or even better, you can turn on some of the assists and toggle through and see how that stuff all plays out. You can also do some fun testing like this, where you realize that 134 greens actually roll out more than 134 feet, because you've actually given yourself a green that is long enough to test things out on, right? Because those green speeds are, how far will the ball travel if I hit it 100%? That's 138 feet for a supposed 134 green. The fun one, oops, not declare unplayable, I want to go edit course. The fun example that I always like to give, Jamesel, thank you for the follow. Give it max green speed. This is the best. And this is what I want to see in 25, how this goes. Why did my green speed not set? Why does that still say 134? So we should have 186s now. So 186 feet. Now some people might know the answer to this already. How far do people think 186 feet goes when you hit 100%? Because that's the whole concept with that number up there. In case anybody's ever been like, I don't understand why the green speeds are those numbers. The concept is, if you had a flat green that goes 186 green speed on a flat green, if I hit 100% power, the putt should travel 186 feet. That's the concept. 202? You'd be close, Mikey. You'd be close. It's 204. It is 204 feet. So, you know, just 18 feet further than, which, like, that's 10%. That is 10%. Now, obviously, at scale, that's not much, but when you think about hitting an approach shot, like how that affects not just your putting, but how that affects any of your approach shots or anything going into the green, if as that putt gets longer, you get closer to a 10% overshot, that's not nothing. That is not nothing. Oh, I forgot we had the wind on. Didn't aim for that at all. What's going on, James? Just broke your arm? Refound PGA as a game on controller that's one-handed pretty easy? There you go. I mean, one-handed's still tough, but I mean, I guess it's the type of thing, it really is one-handed so long as you find a grip. You know, something to just support the other half of the controller. Yeah, anytime. I'm always more than happy to help people out and share whatever knowledge I have. The other fun thing just to test when you have a flat green like this is how far past you can actually aim power-wise and still drain it. I think it's up to like 8 feet or something that you could still, if you find center cup, can still slam it home. At a certain point, you will have too much power, but you can see there, like, we were well off the mark. Like, realistically, we should not have. There we go. There's a more accurate depiction of how to play the wind. Look at that accuracy. Sit on a pill to use the left triggers and aim? There you go. There's a will, there's a way. But like this, right? Now our power is high enough, it should just go over the hole. But it's that's more just like a fun little nugget. How hard can you hit the ball and still have it drop? Use the backside of the cup as a backboard. Terrible proximity? Okay. Terrible proximity, first off. What do you want? Me to hit an overpower? There, is this gonna be better proximity for you, Pseudo? Oh no, I'm gonna hit my wall. Oh no. Will my eagle putt by 20 feet? Alright, how straight can we swing? Look how forgiving that miss is in 23. We're that far away and you're just on the right side of the cup. There you go. There you go, Pseudo. We made it for you. Easy straight putts. Easy straight putts. Good accuracy? Well, that's the thing I'm talking about. The Pseudo is like the miss between a straight line and a crooked line is so big, but then crooked line to like the misses after that are so marginal. Because like I can hit that even more to the right. I hit that one a little bit fast, so obviously it has some extra spin on it. But it's really not that... It's not that bad. That's why it's always this like funky thing of... Oh, look at that putt. The line that is. Nice and straight.
Oh, streamer thinks he's good because he's making eagle putts on a flat course.
I won Divot Derby, all right? Put some respect on it. I think that's a fitting way to end 2K23 though. The win on Divot Derby first try. Easy with one. Yeah, I mean the game is tough if you play on the higher as you go up in the difficulties, but it's definitely something that can be played one-handed. And one thing I gotta always, remind myself of, there's a person, I think they still stream. I haven't seen them in ages, but they do like one-handed, because I think she has one hand and the other hand is missing. And she does no hit runs on Bloodborne, so it's always kind of like, what's your excuse? Uses just a regular controller. Ever say congrats to my Eagles? Ah, thanks. Thanks, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. Get to be a champion. Get to be a champion for a bit. Guy play Dark Souls stuff on a sax? Who is that, Kara? Who's doing the sax stuff? I've realized over the years that if you put a good sax line in like in a synthwave song, and I'm always a fan. Always a big fan of the sax and synthwave combo. Big time. Big time fan. Dr. Doot, okay. I feel like I've seen that before. Also, yeah. No advertising. Sorry. Only subs get free links. Humans are crazy. Not gonna sit around doing. Yeah, they always talk about how a dog can so easily overcome like missing a limb. It's all in here. It's all in here. You can overcome a lot. Humans are capable of so much. It's just being able to push yourself to do it. Right? That's the biggest thing, is getting through your own head. It's the sort of thing like, you look at, I don't know if any of you have ever watched like Special Forces or anything. Also, you could just ask for a permit if you want to actually put the link, but I can read it. But yeah, if you ask for a permit, like I'll always give it to you, or a mod will. Just nobody really ever posts links in here, so I never really think of it. But if anybody's watched like Special Forces, or just like you think about the people in like the highest prestige, kind of groups within the military, right? Elite athletes, people that are at the very highest, especially on the physical side of things. So much of it runs through here. You even look at something like golf, right? Yes, there's a physical component. There's a lot of physical to it. Get in there, Australian. Thank you very much for the follow. You're looking forward to the new designer in 2K25? I'm looking forward to it as well, because I want to see what the people that are competent with it can do. I am not a course designer. Streaming 2K25 a lot. Absolutely. Absolutely, James. We're going to be playing the demo tomorrow night. This Friday and next Friday, we're going to be streaming like 7 to 8 hours of 2K25 during the day. So that's going to be day stream. I took off work, so we're going to have 2 of those. But for the foreseeable future, we're going to be, 5 days next week. But normally Monday through Thursday, all 2K25. YouTube is going to be littered with 2K25 stuff as well. Some stuff pulled from stream, maybe some stuff done off stream. Tutorial stuff will definitely be done off stream and just recorded specifically for YouTube. As time goes on, we'll start to, as the golf season starts to dwindle, or as we feel things out, we'll start to introduce some variety back in. But 2K25 is our main stuff. James, get in there. That's a paid subscription. James, welcome on in. Thank you very, very much. I hope you enjoy your faces. Too kind. I'll have you know, our emotes are basically just one face. The GIFs have some flair to them, but we've run with the nickname of the face place for a reason. So hope you enjoy your faces. Appreciate it. Hope the designer hype gets new people in. Just so long as that designer hype goes beyond the people who are already aware of the designer. Because the designer is the one thing that they push the least. If they put out a dev diary on it, that at least pushes the eyes a little bit further. Hopefully it's a little bit more prominent, or like seeing the designer stuff, people will be like, oh, this is designed by a person. Because right now, I mean, it's the last tab. You kind of see it, but like, I think the designer is just an afterthought, and yeah. All right, I'm trusting that Map's got some insider information that there will be one after launch. I guess I'm just curious. Let me take a look at their YouTube real quick. Yeah, what's up, Teely? How are we doing? Let me see here. So PGA Tour 2K, their official page. So they got 2.6 million views on their 15-second first look trailer. So that's really good. And they got 7.5 million views on their official announcement trailer, which is 45 seconds. Gameplay trailer, 90,000. First dev diary, that was 10 minutes. 72K. 18K on the multiplayer competition, and just under 10K on the season and clubhouse pass. I'm assuming because the My Player, My Career are such a big portion of it, that comboed with the gameplay trailer, that's why those numbers are way higher. The multiplayer one was pretty short, not a ton of info. And the season clubhouse pass one, I think, is at a slightly higher rate because of the, like, relative to the multiplayer competition one. I think just because of the clubhouse pass and the, like, questionable pay to win stuff. Came on to admit that you switched from legend to perfect swing to complete the under 32 quest because you can't play tomorrow. Oh man, no, there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. You got to get the quest done. At the end of the day, if they're not going to lock it to a particular difficulty setting, then that's on them, right? You find a way to make it work. Playing new features in designer to be cited. Oh, I know. The designer's just not like a well advertised thing. Don't think you can say who's in it. No. The embargo stuff lifts at 6 a.m. tomorrow. For not shaming you? No, yeah, it's not a big deal. Meta World Matt, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Wish I could see your character. You recreated Danny DeVito's Penguin, Oswald Cobblepot. There you go. Post it on their, I don't know, post it on Twitter and tag them maybe. Maybe if people make some really good cosplay characters, they'll show them off. I don't know. Make a video with your sliders. Who knows? What's going on, Samo Man? Wish they offered designers a standalone, and then use plays and ratings as success metrics and missions like SimCity, but course designs. I'm back in 23. Now I can't say for 25. I can't say for 25 because it's not fully here and we don't quite know. But for 23, I said it's like you have two $40 games, right? You've got the gameplay $40 game and you've got the designer $40 game. And they put the two together and they charge you $60 for it. Obviously, they're bumping the prices, whatever. You get the point. But they never advertise the $40 designer game outside of like the little bit in the community, and it feels like you hear about it more because of TGC and like there being a design community that functions around it. So it's like this weird relationship. Kara, I was not sub-shaming you. I was just making jokes. Welcome back for 32 months. Can't say it's your first time, so, you know, hope you enjoy your phases once more. Welcome back. Your uncle buys it just to design. He's a golf nerd? Right, but, like, he probably only knows that there's a designer and all of that stuff to do because either you told him or he went off and just, like, wanted a golf game and then found out there was a designer. I feel like there's a market of sim players, like City Skyline type people that have like a little bit of interest in golf, that if you said you can make courses with like this whole suite, really in-depth courses, and other people can actually then play those, I think you would find a market of people that would be in it. Opinions on people that use the 3-click? I mean, I think in 2K23, I don't think it was a fair matchup pro to pro, but we played Legend 3-click yesterday and it was hard as heck. So I think if you're playing it on hard difficulties, no shame. If you just play the game casually, no shame. I think competitively, they're not really apples to apples, so it's hard to put them up against each other in a fair way. But there's definitely its own challenge to that. What's the story on the faces? Oh, we going historical on this. So there's a screenshot. I'll see if I can dig it up. I met up with some other Twitch people years ago. And that emote was born from it, and then at some point we kind of decided this is going to be the base of all emotes. So I don't really know how it fully started, but I just kind of started to make derivatives of that emote. I was just digging through. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So this is originally a photograph from 2017. Yeah, we were just trying to fill slots because we kept getting new slots because the affiliate program was new. So we kept trying to get we kept getting new slots and we didn't have anything to do it. So this is the original photo. So Lucar, old buddy of mine, and then he cropped it. Right? He cropped it into what we know now today as Zcolbs W. And then just over time, it was like, what other face things can we make with this? And eventually we came up with many. Tav, Lamore, Lucar. Yeah, this is like if you were around, there's only a handful of you here around from the 2016, 2017, but you know some of those people from the Souls community. Let me see if I can dig up the full emote panel here. It's a good memeable face, yeah. Yeah, it worked. You know, sometimes you see it and it just works. So this is, you know, our follower emotes, even the cat, even the cat is in the same face. Also, I think our bit emotes, Woody Harrelson's got the same face too. But yeah, it just kind of has evolved into this thing where I've made some with ideas that I've had. Mostly the GIFs, but a few of them have been people from the community, like Wider and Guy have made some of them. Like Wider made this one. This is iconic. The snap emote. I think Deuce made this one. Yeah, it's always an interesting thing because it's, you know, I don't know how much people actually use it. I don't think a ton. But we're committed to the bit at this point. We're committed to the bit at this point. You know, we've had the affiliate for like 8 years or something. 7, 8 years. Like there's no turning back. There's no turning back. We're committed to the face bit. So now I still have open slots. So I just, whenever I come up with an idea that works with the face or a face that I've made, turn it into an emote. Tune into in the morning? Not sure if you want to take in all the info yet. If I'm going to tune into somebody tomorrow morning, Thomas, it's probably going to be Zane. So Respawn. Respawn would probably be the one that I would be tuning into tomorrow. But we'll see. I'll probably watch little bits. I don't know how gung-ho I'll go on it. What difficulty will comp be in 2K25? I'll play with the right settings. So matchmaking will be pro. Anything that's run by 2K through the game, so matchmaking or ranked tours, all of that will be on default pro. With the ranked tours, they will have different daily and weeklies that are Pro-Am, Pro, and Master, I think. Their stuff all plays on default. Once you go into the society world, like we play TGC Tours third-party leaderboard, it'll be nice now because it's cross-platform society, so you'll actually see everything in the game, but they'll have a website to show you all of the stuff and do some extra stat tracking on top of it. Rankings and all of that jazz. That will be custom settings to the society. So TGC settings have not been determined yet. Will probably be master at a minimum, maybe even legend, depending on how things play as your characters are leveled up. But the exact details of it aren't known yet. There'll be a lot of testing. There'll be a lot of people kind of giving input on it, trying to figure out what works the best. You know, and then we'll go from there. I think once it's kind of locked in, then everybody that's planning on playing it will start playing on that all the time to be familiarized. But that should be the general flow of things. All right, guys. I think this is gonna be a good place to leave it. I know we went and did a little demo stuff, but we ended on a Divot Derby dub. Come on, first try Divot Derby dub. We won rank 2v2 with the random coming in to chat. Took a visit down memory lane with Mikey's course at Amethyst Ridge. A very, very full circle. And yesterday we took home the platinum trophy. So yeah, I think 2K23 is done. We should have crossed the 900 hour mark. I think it says 898 because I'm still in the game. Because it said 898 when we started the game. So 900 hours hit in the game. I know that's not a lot, but you know what? I had a kid during this game cycle and I took time off. So, you know, we can't game as much anymore, all right? I know, have to be a responsible adult. Hate it. But no, it's great. But yeah, so tomorrow night we will be back 7:30 Eastern, normal time. We're gonna play the 2K25 demo. We're gonna check things out there, kind of get our characters squared away, maybe actually spend a little bit of time in the character creator, maybe scout out how we're gonna plot our way through on Friday as far as like some upgrades and skill tree progression, that we want to do. Maybe we'll think about some of that. We'll play a few rounds, get adjusted to the swing, and then Friday, baby. We're going to be live somewhere between 7 and 8 a.m. I'm hoping closer to the 7:30, but that's going to depend on when my son is up. I'm going to try and be up early and eat, and so as soon as my wife's got him up and downstairs, then we'll be good to full send the streams. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. Huge momentum on YouTube. We had some follows today on Twitch, but huge momentum on YouTube lately. We are coming up on 1,000 subs. I think streaming as much as we're going to on Friday, I think we'll hit 1,000 subs by the end of Friday's stream. At least I hope so. We're up to 984. We're 16 away. We're 16 away. And like the best part about it is it's all natural. It's like actual growth from just us streaming and putting out content. It's not, we didn't have like a big surge because we got shouted out by somebody. Don't get me wrong, like that's great, but like coming in this home stretch to have just like this like actual natural momentum surge is awesome. Then I come on and I can map because you need 4,000 hours of public watch time and 1,000 subs, and we have like close to 8,000 hours of public watch time and just don't have the sub count. Yeah, so momentum there is huge. That is all thanks to you guys. So thank you. And I'll put a plug out for the Discord. This is more for if you want to keep up with like exactly when the stream goes live. That's the best notification point. Keep up with any updates to the stream. I've got the link in the Twitch chat. The link is in the video description or on the channel pages. So all of that is good to go. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We're going to go raid out. So we're going to go say hello to Scotty. He's still playing Plat. Got to give him props. People are still playing Plat this week. So we're going to go say hi to Scotty. All right. I'm sure he'll be playing plenty of 2K25 when this comes out as well. Come here first. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. So appreciate you all. I'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to dip our toes back into 2K25. And then Friday we go. Full send, full game. Oh, man. All right. Appreciate y'all. Good night.